Good morning, guys. We're just in the gym. I'm just after getting a little bit of cardio done, and Jason is now here and we're warming up for a back session. So we're going to do back and hamstrings today and get a little bit of cardio in after the weekend that we had. Later on I actually have to pop into Aldi to get some food and stock up the house for a week. And I actually have a My Protein delivery coming today, which I'm going to show you guys. And I also wanted to show you guys, or I wanted to do a little video on sort of like 5 things needed for a successful cutting phase. So that's going to be the sort of topic of today's vlog, is 5 things that people need for a successful cutting phase. How are you feeling today, lad? Rough.
Sorry. Struggled, but we got there in the end.
Oh man, just finishing on a little bit of bicep. This man is still feeling the weekend. That's what fucking 15 pints of Guinness will do to you.
15 pints.
15 pints of Guinness will land you. Still shreddy. Yo! Okay, excuse the noise. I'm just back from training and I am now making myself a little bit of food for post-workout. What I'm having today is the old reliable turkey burgers and eggs, and I have a protein bar there that I might have depending on how I'm feeling after. I don't know about you guys, but I always like, I'm going to turn off this, hang on. I always like something sweet after eating something like savoury. So I can't have like something like eggs and burgers or something like that and then not have like a protein bar, something sweet after it. Comment below if you're like me and you like something sweet after you eat like something savoury. I'm also having a cup of green tea. I'm going to have like just a normal green tea bag, and then I'm stealing one of my auntie's green tea with vanilla. That is delicious. It's so nice. So meal 1, 2 turkey burgers, 3 eggs, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and some reduced sugar ketchup. Cup of green tea on deck. What's up, guys? Just popped down, took a little break from the online coaching to come down and get some more food. I feel like I'm always talking on this, like, and I'm just forever eating, but genuinely, I am starving. I've been sitting upstairs for 3 hours doing some work, and now I'm back down to get a little bit of grub. But this is my next meal. 1 pack of Colcannon and the 2 turkey burgers that I cooked this morning. Okay, just gonna pop this into the microwave real quick, and then I'll have a chat with you guys. Right, so I was talking to you guys earlier about some of the most important factors for like a successful cut or a successful dieting phase, and number 1, without a shadow of a doubt, is a caloric deficit. Now, there's countless amounts of ways and there's countless amounts of calculations and total daily energy expenditure calculators that you can find online, and what I'll do is I'll actually post a couple of them here below. Now, some of them that you'll have is you can have the Catch-McCardle equation that uses like lean body mass. You've got the Harris-Benedict calculation. You've got that uses height and weight, as far as I'm aware. And then the other one is the Mueller calculation. And again, all of these like calculators will get you in the ballpark of kind of where you need to be in terms of calories and your total daily energy expenditure. But in my opinion, the best way to get into a caloric deficit, or the best way to sort of find out whether you're in a caloric deficit, is by weighing yourself and also by tracking your food. So just to give you an example, guys, if you were to weigh yourself daily for a week or 2, eat as normal, or as you would normally do in a week or on a daily basis, should I say. At the end of the 7 days where you're weighing yourself every day and you're eating your normal daily food, take the average of that weight and then divide it by 7 and see if you've gained, lost, or maintained weight. And then that'll give you sort of an idea of where you're at with your caloric intake versus how much you're actually expending. So how many calories that you're spending in a day. So that would be my first tip for a successful cut. Everybody knows, or everybody touts about it online is calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit. But how does one actually get into one? There's tons of different ways to do it. But like I said, I'll link some calculators below, and I'll also link the 3 different formulas that I named for you guys to try out and see whereabouts you sit. But like I said, guys, track your food on MyFitnessPal for a week. Just eat as normal, weigh yourself daily, take the average of the 7 days, and then see where you're at. If you've gained, you know, a pound or 2, well then you know you're eating too much. If you've lost a half a pound, or if you've lost a little bit of weight, well then you know you're in a deficit. So that would be my best advice for setting up a successful cut. Step 1, get yourself into a calorie deficit. Second thing needed for a successful cutting phase is protein. Now, you can get it via, you know, some protein shakes, or you can get it via, you know, some supplementation, or you can get it from real food. High protein diets keep you fuller for longer. They'll help with recovery from the gym. They'll help you maintain your lean body mass, which is essentially what you want. Like, you can get protein from your turkey burgers, you can get it from chicken, you can get it from eggs, you can get it from, you know, protein powders. If you struggle to get your protein in, you can get it from beef. Having a high protein diet is key when setting up a fat loss phase, because again, the main thing that you want to do is retain lean body mass. So keep the muscle that you have and retain a good level of muscle on your body, because obviously having higher levels of muscle in your body will in turn keep your metabolism quite fast. Alright, so I'm literally just out of the gym, finished with clients. It's now 7 o'clock. My next big tip for you guys for a successful cutting phase or dieting phase is high fiber foods. Alright, obviously high fiber foods like your fruits and veggies will keep you fuller for longer. They're also quite nutrient dense. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals in them, and they're going to keep your health peaked. They're going to keep you very, very healthy, keep your body in good check, keep your gut in good working order, and obviously keeping you fuller for longer. So my plan now is to head into Aldi and grab a few bits and stock up the fridge for the week, because I know there is literally nothing. I looked in the fridge there about a couple of hours ago, and there's barely anything in the fridge, and I want to pick up some veg, and I want to pick up some fruit. Really I'm trying. I'm not a big veg eater, I really am, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. After doing contest preps for years, I just turned myself off eating green veg, you know, just on its own. I really struggle to eat green veg. So I'll actually give you guys a little hack that I do to get more veg in, and to have sort of high volume and low calorie options too. But yeah, gonna head into Aldi, stock up some fruits and veg, and then head back to the house and chill. Okay, so I'm just here in Aldi picking up a few bits, but one of the next things that I want to tell you guys is, or one of the big things you got to realize when you're on a fat loss phase is, don't force yourself to eat foods. Don't force yourself to eat foods that you don't like. Like, keep, you know, there's no point in trying to force yourself to eat foods and overhaul or just turn your entire life on its head, because that's just going to set you up for failure. I always find that small alterations to your diet over a time, or over a longer period of time, is a lot better for client success. And that's what I found in the past. So even my own diet and my clients' diets is making very small changes over a longer period of time versus, you know, just going cold turkey, cutting all the stuff that you really like in your diet out, and then that can ultimately just lead to failure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a lot of the foods that I get here in Aldi, and I'll show you that nothing really changes. Like, the only thing that I really try and do my best with is eating a little bit more veg, which I know I'm not great at. So that's pretty much the only thing that I change. Apart from that, it's just portion sizes. Here's one of the hacks that I use: veg soup, or chicken and veg soup. This is one of the ways that I get my veg in. Like I said, I'm not a massive eater of veg, so eating soup, it's only 200 calories for a whole tub. And then what I normally do is I normally get a chicken breast and I roast it in the oven, and then I just put it into the veg or the chicken soup to bump up the protein count in it. Right, so this is what I've got so far. Frozen fruit mix, all berries, packs of potato, got apples, got some rice cakes, corn cakes, spelt cakes, got some rice. This is only 260 calories for the entire pack, which is pretty good. So now to get some veg. These are the packs of green veg that I get. The reason being is convenience, and I know that if I don't buy frozen veg, I'll leave it in the fridge and it'll go off. So this is the main reason why I buy frozen veg. It's just pure convenience, and the fact that I'll probably leave it there longer than I need to, so it'll go to waste if I buy fresh. So I buy 3 or 4 of these, and then I split this whole packet up into 2 portions when I'm actually eating it. So this green veg will normally do me for either 1, depending on what I'm actually eating, either 1 or 2 portions. There's about, I think there's 350 grams in this. Yeah, 300 grams. So either 1 large portion of green veg or 2 smaller portions divided up how I want it. So apart from that, as you can see, like, my food doesn't genuinely change that much. So I still eat the same things that I would normally eat, just I'm keeping an eye on, like I said, the main things that I'm trying to really focus on is protein, high volume, like low calorie foods, trying to make sure that I have little sort of snacks and stuff like that, make sure that I have enough veg, enough fruit, and again, I'm also trying to get in more water, which I'm extremely bad at. Alright, just back in the shopping is away, but one of the last tips that I have for you guys is to make sure that you have like little sort of like treats or things that you enjoy to keep you on track when you feel like having something bold. So like biggest things for me are protein bars. I have a massive sweet tooth, so things like protein bars keep me well on track. So I just ordered these from my protein the other day. I got these lean protein bars, white chocolate raspberry. I got Carb Crusher, dark chocolate sea salt, and then I got these high protein ones, which are vanilla and honeycomb. I got those. Also, when I'm feeling like something a little bit more savoury, I have these protein crisps, and they're only 100 calories per bag, and there's 11 grams of protein in each one. Another little hack that myself and Vivian like to use is these 10 calorie tubs of jelly. You can get them in Aldi, I think, in like this little 6-pack, and they're handy for when you're craving something sweet and you don't want to go off track. So you can have 1 or 2 of these little tubs. Keeps you on track and keeps the little sugar pangs at bay. Whoa, it's 10:15 and I'm just after getting off an Instagram live with Ryan C. Fit. That was like an hour, I think, or well, I think it was about over an hour that we done that Instagram live for. But anyway, it was good fun. Loads of questions, loads of people jumped on our Instagrams and hit us up and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it was good fun. Can you hear that? Dogs are snoring like crazy. Gonna get a good night's sleep because I'm up early for clients in the morning at 7. I have to be in the gym for 7, so I've got to get up early, get my shit together, get my coffee in, and yeah, kick off another day. But listen guys, thanks a million for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.